Then let's look at the hub senior pastor. Now, I've already explained the role of the hub senior pastor, and I explained, right? Number one, the hub senior pastor, like Senior Tsingiso, he collects my reports for the 3 churches in Chitungwiso. So to collect monthly reports for the suburb. So I no collect my reports, I 3. Then Senior Mangena also does the same, the 4 reports. Then he wires them over to our hub chief collector of reports, who then puts up everything, puts it up as a booklet, then gives it to me to go through. And like, then the day that I met with the hub pastors, I should have read every report. Every report. And I am well aware of almost everything that is happening in all the churches, So that is very important. Right, then to oversee a monthly pastors meeting. So senior pastor, anosangana nevanhu vake vari 3 every month. Yes, vari 3. The senior pastor, he meets with his 3 people every month. Then also Senior Mangena meets also with his 4 every month. So Senior Nyoni, anosangana vari 3. Okay, that's Mbare, that's Waterfalls, as well as Kambusuma. Yes, vari 3. They meet. Then Mangena meets his 4. Then Pastor Tsingiso meets also his what? His 3 and the like. Before they come here for the overall pastors meeting that I will then have with the rest of the guys. And that's very important. Then usually when they are planting churches, they are planting churches at suburb level. Then he brings those 3 churches together. Then forms up an evangelism team. Then we'll plant a church vari 3 and the like. So that is very important. Then to mobilize finances. Right, verse 3, vanema targets avo towards the building. Okay, with Pastor Mangena, Senior Mangena is $750. Okay, then with Pastor Nyoni, it's $500. And then with Senior Tsingiso, it's $1,000. $1,000 towards. So our total target for the month is 11,952. And then for Senior Tsingiso, it's 1,000. Then for Senior Mangena, it's 750. Then for Senior Nyoni, it's 500. Okay, they are just based on the strength of the churches. Okay, those figures, they are based on the strength of the churches. And now, what I always say is, it's important when you are a senior pastor to learn how to raise finances. Yes, to learn how to raise finances. Why am I saying so? Because ukazoita hub leader, you then find it becomes critical to raise finances. Hallelujah. And if you were not well trained as a senior pastor, you will actually find that you will fail when you then become a reverend. You get the point? Yes, you will then fail. Why? Because Bishop will give you targets. And targets, which, okay, as a hub, okay, we are expecting this much. We are building, okay, this, or we have a conference, this is your target. Or we are doing a recording, this is your target. You get the point? Now, when you are then given that target and then you fail, then it doesn't augur well, you see. So, and some of the projects that like, for instance, just the recording, to record an album, total involved could be as much as 200,000. It's just Congo record. And it's unfortunate with the times we use that much, and people then don't buy. Yes. Ask your neighbor, do you have our church music? Do you have our church music? Yes. Then ask you, what do you play in your car? You just hear with Winky D. You get what I'm saying? Yes. So what I'm just saying is, when you become a rev, yes, you are then given a target. Okay. So if you were not trained well as a senior rev, as a senior pastor, you'll actually find that you will fail. Knock on you. So when you are a senior pastor, that is where you then hone your skills, a fundraising. Yes. $500 and up by revenue, and your wife, you should not fail. Yes. And then Baba Mangena $750, you shouldn't fail. And likewise, senior Tsingiso, you should not fail. But when the time comes, when I need to then make a recommendation to Bishop Kuti, Bishop, I'm recommending Kuti, senior Tsingiso should be a reverend. one of the assurances that I should give him is, I should be able to assure Bishop that he can operate within the range of $2,000 a month. You can give him any figure within this range, he will not fail. That's his rank. But why I can tell him, because I've worked with him over the years, he is able to raise $2,000 a month. Are you all understanding? That is very important. Yes. And that's why I always say, at some point in time, don't be afraid of $10. Yes. I was saying this kumaswingo. At times we go for conferences. Yeah, unonzwa munhu wamara achikumbira kuti ndachikumbira $1,000 vasimuke. And then someone stands up. $500, someone stands up. $100, someone stands up. $50, someone stands up. $10, someone stands up. Ukaona isusu tiri vafundisi tichaka kugara. Please vafundisi. Ndokumbira kubvunza kuti munhu yasvika pa10. Kakuvacho chifundisi chako chiri papi? Did you hear what I said? Aiwa kana takurova ma10, please tese ngatisimukei. You get the point? Shwa kuvata zogarira kana ka10. You see what? My point is simple. Even if I don't have the $10, you get the point. At some point in time, I will tell myself after the service, not mwana wesangano per se, but an elder. And that's the purpose of an elder. Erida. You know what, Erida? You know, me and my wife. Hapana zvatinazo. Ndo elder wako batsira mfundisi wako iwe. That's what you do. Yeah. Are you all understanding? Erida batsira mfundisi wako. Tikukumbira $10 apa ndaitaka pledge ke $10. Hallelujah. Are you all understanding? But when all of us are just seated, tese at times it's our own bishop vazokrenka tese tokovatatarisa vanje ndopatinovataona into the realm of the spirit. Hallelujah. Are you all understanding? Yeah, so my take is very simple. Check $10 aiurai munhu. Are you all understanding? At least 1,000 panonzwika ako gara ako mwanangu. Gara. You get the point? 1,000 inonzwika, 500 inonzwika. You know, one of these days I was preaching with church here, Pastor Chweda, kwa Assemblies of God. Yes. So when I was just preaching, yes, even now, if I will just explain. Yes. Now, when I was preaching, they called for an offering. So my young man who often drives me, Takuzo, anga akumbira mota, he was going somewhere. I think he was going to pick my son or my daughter somewhere, Kuchikoro. It was a Saturday, Mascati, and the like. So, but I knew angu panga parine bag yanga irine mari mkati, and the like, and my wallet just about, it was about $5 or so. And like, so I opened my wallet and I tora $5 and I walked and I went and I heard the Holy Spirit that offering you up I found it in a rank your bishop. Did you hear what I said? I heard the voice of God. I found it, and he said, you are about to preach. You can go and preach, but I won't show up. And fortunately, I had gone and preached. You were there in that meeting, and yes, I can't remember. That man, was it yourself or Paida? It was Minister Paida. Yes, Vangwagara behind me. Vana preached na Paida, and the minister my man Mutsira. I turned around the Katina, my man Mutsira. Can you rush? I hope kuti Ndiano Taku Hasataenda. There should be a bag in my car. Remember, ask him to bring. I went twice to give offerings. Also, we are a big sister, my Mandimutsira, and I was able to give a second offering before the offering door closed. Yeah, that's what I'm talking to you about here. Yes. Could you know what? At some point in time, you need to tell yourself, sure, you need to know the ref. You get the point? Kana kuri kuti munhu waMwari ari kudaidzira offering akusvika ma5 I'm still seated. Agoti 1 manje pa 1 foot apasemusiki. You get the point? So you are stuck there on your chair. Yeah. But you know what? I'm just telling you a divine secret. Could you know what? It's true good at times. And if you send me stand up, almost every time they say $1,000. You see Rev CS Tuturu is amongst the first ones to stand. And all of you it's not true. But my question is, can I go to church $1,000? Myself, Bishop Wacho, I don't stand. Diana Jasimuka. Yeah, I'm asking you, Diana, who will stand? I mean, if the bishop is probably the highest office or second highest from the presiding bishop, yes, it doesn't stand. My question is, Diana Jasimuka. Yeah. So at times, I don't stand because I have money. I stand out of responsibility. Marinos also go afterwards. I will kill you if you don't give me 200 now. I'm joking, but I will kill you. But you know what? I'll go to Manavangu. Did you see me stand up? Yes. I stood on your behalf. I didn't stand alone there. I stood on your behalf. Please, what I was quit. Did you hear what I'm saying? Yes. That's right, Mwamari. Yeah. Where would I get the money from? It's you who got to work. You know, Sandagwa Edgar's never okay. In God's house. Hallelujah. But after the meeting, go to your kids and tell them, did you see what I did? Yes. Please, can we all put up some monies here and let's clear the bishop of his money? Are you all understanding? Let's not get to that place honestly. Where Muhammad gets to a point, $5. All of us, we are still seated. You get what I'm saying? At some point in time, we just need to stand up out of responsibility. My seniors in this church is ourselves. Yes, the seniors in this church is ourselves. Yes, I don't have the money, but I'll just say what to do. A call has been made. Yes. And that's what I'm saying. When you are a senior pastor, learn to raise finances. Yes. Learn to raise finances. Yes. And be a person who is target driven. Don't just accept to hit my target. In Indorwisana, you can ask my kids. They will tell you, the guys that I work with. You will find Bishop Akufura Makabots, my envelope. Famba up until a target is hit. Yes. I only rest when the target has been hit. I'll phone whosoever I need to phone. Tasarwane $1,000. Can't you help? Tasarwane this much. Can't you help? Tasarwane this much. Up until we hit the target. That is very important. You know, unotanga of uri proud. You tell yourself that I'll never phone anyone and ask anybody for his money. Yes. But that's pride. That's manifestation of pride. Up until you are humble. Yeah, enough to say to someone, I need help. Yes, we cannot disappoint Bishop. Yes, I need help here. Yes, can someone please help? And like, yeah, we are just close by. One of these days, Tangatrine target. Yeah, we cleared yes, account Ziggy. Yes, we cleared it. All of it. Yes, we sold the monies that were in there up until we raised about $800 or $900 from that account in order for us to hit a target. Hallelujah. And at times myself, I put myself in a spot. Yeah. Bishop Wano send a message and I tell him, I send him a message, I'll be paying the full amount at 1 o'clock when there is nothing. Did you hear what I said? I'll be paying the full amount at 1 o'clock when there is nothing. But you know what? At times that is when you see the Lord coming through. Are you learning something? Yes. That's when you see the Lord coming through. Your faith is tested to the extreme. Yeah. Tested to the extreme. And people may think it's easy for Rev because he's in Harare, but I don't think so. Yeah, we go through the same things that everyone else goes through. Yes, we go through the same things. But it's important to learn. What I want you to emphasize is the learning process. Yes, it's the learning. Probably next year, if we do have a practical on church admin, I'll just do something on how to raise funds and just share with you my own experiences. Kuti mara ingouyi chete takangogara. Hai, it just needs you to really push at some point in time, push and like phone some strategic people and the like. And you get the shock of your life at times. Rural churches is the same. First time that I said rural churches should pay $5 for training. My rural pastors raised their concerns and said, I know, sweetie, no one will come. Yeah, we had 87 delegates from rural areas that were there. They pop roll in Mausekwa. Yeah, they were there. They came and they paid. All of them paid $5. There they are. Are you all understanding? Very important. So when you are a senior pastor, it's important. Then you should plant new churches. Plant my churches, my new ones. Okay. Aim to grow the sub-hub into a hub. Yes. My take is, especially if you go now, it's around seven. My take is you are ready to become a reverend. Yes, you are, as far as I'm concerned. But I dread a situation where you are a senior pastor and I give you churches and you have not planted them. Experience has shown me, Kuti, many times when we give a title to a person and they have not planted those churches. Yeah, number one, rebellion manifests. And number two, yes, there's manifestation of rebellion. And number two, there's no planting of churches that will take place because you were given the churches. You won't plant one. I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I'm talking from experience. Yes. If the churches are given to you, you will realize that you will struggle. You will struggle because you have no training. Yes, and also, I'm a pastor of 8 churches, but you have not worked for them. Yes, they were given to you. Yes. So that's why it's important with my churches which will become a hub. Work for them. Gain experience. Go on the field. Don't use the apostolic. Unozotanga kushandisa apostolic. Warova 100 mwanangu. Yeah. Otherwise, before then, you are there on the field. Yes. Myself, I know how to talk to a headmaster. I know how to talk to a counselor with ZANU-PF. I know how to talk to a headman and ask for a venue. I know how to talk to a person in the rural areas. Kuswika kuti panechi building hichi. Can I paint this building? Can I talk to the owner? Where is the owner? Is he in Harare? Is he in Mbare? Can I go and talk to him and ask him, can I plant a church here? And negotiate the rentals. And after that, put in a pastor. Buy him a chair, buy him a pulpit. And like up until the church is planted. Are you all understanding? Usarove remote control. Hallelujah. Are you all understanding? That is when you will start using your apostolic voice. So I will thank you to use an apostolic voice from day number 1. The rest of those, you are on the ground. You are there with the team. You are doing the door-to-doors netim yako. So that in the future, you are then able to tell those people, Kuti, daiso. Why? Because I have been there in the field. Hallelujah. Are you learning something? So that's why I'm saying to you, as a senior pastor, plant a new church. And that is very important. I had people that were overseeing churches. Pastor James was overseeing my churches in my rural areas. I think he had four or so. But I was telling him, James, I can't make you a senior pastor up until the day we plant a church. These 4 churches, it's me who gave them to. It's me who gave them to. Yes. I want you to plant yours. Ask Pastor Pomerai, he will tell you the same. He was an overseer of our churches, probably 4 or so rural churches. And I was telling him the same. I can't make a recommendation. Treat a senior pastor. I have not seen a church you have planted. Can you plant a church? These 4, it's me who planted them. Do you all understand what I'm saying? It's me who planted them. So, tell me, where is your seniority coming from? Yes. You want to be a senior pastor, I have no problems. But where is your seniority coming from? So myself, I can tell you, senior Mangena is a senior Mangena. Yes, ukandibvunza, he planted 4 or so churches ku Kariba. Yes, am I right? Yes, Maombe Kombe, Nyamunga, Kariba Heights, and Batonga. There were 4 of them. Can we give the Lord a hand? So he's a senior. He's an authentic senior. Hallelujah. Did you hear what I'm saying? I'll tell you, he's a senior. And I can tell you why he's a senior. And I can tell you why you are not a senior. And why I can tell you as well why you are a fake senior. I'm serious. It's important. So you literally realize if you give someone my church's eye and there is no work on the ground they've done, rebellion will manifest. I'm telling you, and I'm talking from experience. Yes. Why? The point is you didn't work for them. Yeah, they were just given to you. You did not apply yourself. You did not work for them. So my experience, all these experiences that you go through, when a church is not growing, it's meant to humble you. Unosvika papoint yaunochema so kuna Mwari kuti Lord church iri kurwara Mwariwo say, and he tells you why should it grow, and you tell him it's very nice when, and God says it's your pride that wants the church to grow. You get the point? God will deal with every other thing. So you say all the junk that is in your heart, it's as you are going through, it's meant to humble you. Up until you come to the place, Painozokura church, many times you have nothing to show for it other than the fact that, oh God, you get the point. And that is where humility comes in. That's where all these attitudes, and rebellion, I'm a man of God syndromes, all those things, they will move out. Are you all understanding? Yes, why? Because God has taken you through that process where you know what? No, I don't know. There was one time when I really felt now I'm a man of God. An emoji. Can you all say emoji? Man of God. That's how I know my emojis. Yes. I thought I was an emoji. Yes. I think we had planted around 59 or so churches. Then we went to Ghana. Then I heard about Bishop and Teffield. That's the one whom I was saying, all things being equal, I want to bring him here next year. And they're like, I was shocked. That was 2014 or 2015 or somewhere there. I was shocked when I heard that there's a man under Bishop Doug Howard Mills who had planted 300 churches. You know, no, it's like you take your tail. You know, you were feeling big. Until you hear my chef that are still serving their pastors, and they have planted 300 churches. Yeah, you take your big tail. I'm telling you, I took my tail and I put it in between my legs. Yes, I put it in between my legs. And they began to realize the answer to that one. Hallelujah. Are you all understanding? So basically, that's why I'm saying when you are a senior pastor, all these things that you go through, they will humble you. They will bring you down to earth. You will come to a point where you just tell yourself, I thought I was a big person, but I'm a small person. I thought I have worked, but I'm certain that tanga. And that is very important. Are you learning something? Now, you need also to host a suburb conference. So, the hosting of a suburb conference, it also gives you an opportunity to play around in finances. Hallelujah. So, Senior Mangena, one of these days, you need to host a conference, kadiki. And I usually say your budget should be 1,500. Yes, just play around with 1,500 for your whole budget. Zwese covering everything, the decor, the food, the honorarium for the speaker, the transport, and all manner, all those things. Play within 1,500. Hallelujah. Are you learning something? Yes. Now, as you play around 1,500, you'll never be afraid of $1,000 again in your life. Why? Because I have crossed the line. Hallelujah. Are you understanding? Now, personally, I would say, generally speaking, I would not be afraid of $100,000. I would not be. Ask me why. Because my conferences were 85,000. HICC, 85. So you'll find $100,000. Anything up to $100,000 is not anything I would be afraid of. I can comfortably deal with that figure. Yes. Where I would probably be afraid is when I'm dealing with $500,000. When I'm dealing with $1 million, I would be afraid. And that's where Bishop is. Bishop deals with those millions. You get the point? Yes. But it's important to grow. So ka conference kako kanokubatsira as the senior pastor, not to be afraid of these small figures. Yeah. Hallelujah. Are you understanding? Very important. And you deliberately do that. Then also to send my weekly church reports. Every week, weekly church reports. Usually we have a platform where we throw in. Just make sure your guys have put in their weekly reports. My statistics are. And then to mobilize sub-hub members. Right, when there's an ITRPL like right now, Pandati, let's have a break. Yes, a proper senior pastor will be going to his vana. Achingovunza, how are you? Are you enjoying? Yes, are you enjoying? Ndo baba vananga nchikuudzava kuti avaiti atorodza kuti avaiti zvavarotidisisa izvi. Get the point. You got your kids. Yeah, that's where you go to. Yeah, but you know what? We have and you are asking for feedback. Are you now clear? Should I now give you a church? You get the point? You go to your kids, yeah, whom you have mobilized. But a whole lot of us, you know what? Right now we are having an ITRPL. A lot of us here, pastors, we came all by ourselves like a banana. I'm serious. Ask your neighbor, how nyari. Sure. Are you sure? Yeah. You get the point? So, myself, wherever I go, I don't go alone. Yes. All the trainings that we have had in Maswingo, I go with a combi. I go in a combi. The only training at Maswingo where I didn't go with was the last one. And the reason was I had actually asked for Pastor Chiketa's combi. Yes, for a whole week. I was using it privately. So now I'm please, can I have your combi? Yeah, that's the reason. But all the other trainings that I had, I go with a combi. Yes. And my point is, they will hear me say things which at times I am afraid to say in their midst because direct. But now that I'm preaching somewhere, they will hear me say those things and they will be corrected. Are you all understanding? Have you all understood? So when you are a senior pastor, you organize your hub. Yes. Pastor number 1, how many people? Pastor number 2, how many people? Pastor number 3, how many people? Yes. Okay, guys, we are now a team. Can we go? And instantly, it changes the complexion of your church. Instantly, it changes the complexion of your church. You know what? My wife and I, we went with our son to Ghana. He went of his own accord. He just heard me make an announcement, which we are going to Ghana. He's 13 years old. Yes, one of our sons is 13. I would want to go to Ghana. Yes. While we were in Ghana, he started sending us reports to the fact that, Daddy, thank you so much for taking me to Ghana. Thank you so much. And Dr. Ati, a highlighter, it has resuscitated in me the desire to become a pastor again. Yes. I'm serious. It has resuscitated in me the desire to become a pastor. Right now, he booked himself. Can we go together to Ghana next year? He booked. I'm serious. I'm not joking. I'm telling you the truth. I'm talking about the power of mobilization. Yes. The power. In fact, my pastors vese vandakaenda navo ku Ghana. Vakanditenda tavi ku Ghana. When we were here, no one thanked me. Yes. It was when we were in Ghana, when all of them were saying, why didn't you tell me? Why did you tell me? Why didn't you tell me? And I didn't even say a word. I just came from Ghana last year. Those that want to go to Ghana, give me your names. My names. Then after that, I sorted out everything. Nema airlines. And we were ready to go. And Ndadaro, yes, I did not say a word. I didn't even say a word. And it was not deliberate. It was when we were there, when all of them were saying, you know what, Bishop, thank you so much. Thank you for bringing us here. Thank you for bringing us here. And like, yeah, and some were actually saying, you could have eaten this food all by yourself. My God, my dimensions are we are planting 200 churches. Wow, we are looking for a campsite. But you know what? The fact that I went with them and they saw, they were touched. I shared with them that which I have been eating for years, and I wasn't eating all by myself. Hallelujah. And that's the same that I'm saying to you. You know what, brethren? Let's not get to that place where we just but travel alone. We can't mobilize. We can't mobilize our own kids. Yes. And when you are a senior pastor, learn to mobilize. Learn to mobilize. Yes. Tell someone, Shamad, there's a meeting. There's a meeting. I want you there. Someone gives you an excuse and you tell them, I don't accept your excuse. Do what I'm telling you. And they're like, it looks rude. In our first year as a Bible school, we graduated 400 people. First year. A lot of those people, you are coming to Bible school, you and your wife, whether you like it or not. You are coming to Bible school. Yes, just stop giving me excuses. Just do what I'm saying. The day they graduated, they say, yes, my shirt was white. Nema kisses all over. My shirt was white. Yes, nema kisses all over. Yes, thank you, Pastor. Thank you, Pastor. They were all kissing me here. I'm serious. Yeah, my wife was not yet there, please. I think we're feeling. She was not yet there. Yes. She was still locked in the heavens. Hallelujah. Did you hear what I said? Pativanu. They came, they were so grateful. Pastor was still a pastor then. It was 2001. Yes. They came and they were kissing me all over. Thank you. But initially, when I was saying, let's go Bible school, they're refusing. Our second year, we graduated 750 students. Go Bible school, 750. So learn to mobilize. Yes, it's important. Learn to mobilize. My wife and I, first time that we had a conference school, HICC, it was difficult. The guys were called Sheraton. They would give us a free room upstairs there, 15th floor, a free room. Just because they've brought business there, lots of monies. And so they'll just give us a complimentary room. Unenge uri up there. Unotarisa pass. Yes, somewhere around 8:45. The service usually starts at 9 o'clock. Unotarisa pass. There are two things that will happen. If you see no one, unoita daria chayo. I'm serious. Unotarisa pass, so no one, no movement. And Bishop is in one room somewhere there. He's saying there's a service at 9. And there's no movement. You will tell me a story. You get the point? You will tell me a story. What do I do? Yes, and our first service, HICC, I think we hit around 165 people. 100. It was just a small thing, the back. And and we thank God for a father. Because Bishop Agazo, well done, Tuturu. This is a good start. Well done. Yeah, I was relieved. HICC is big. So our first service, Makuseni, it was a morning service. We had around 165 people. And by the time we finished our first conference with HICC, we had a crowd of 2,000 people. Hallelujah. Did you hear what I said? 2,000 people, Tichipeta. And by then we had learned to mobilize. Hallelujah. Are we all understanding? For a big Sunday, we drove, my wife and I, we drove there 5 times. 5 times. And each meeting, okay, how many people are you bringing? How are you transporting them? What we are saying. And every meeting, meeting 1, meeting 2, meeting 3, meeting 4, meeting 5. And come the day, it was a joy to see my basa Chiswika. Chief Funza, my meeting 3, have you paid? Have you paid? Have you paid for transport? Have you paid? Have you paid? Have you paid? On and on. So all those are skills of mobilization. And when you are a senior pastor, that's what we expect. Not senior. A cup of tea when we have big meetings. Another plate with an egg, please. Pana senior pano. It should not be like that. Are you all understanding? Yes. And brethren, if we do these things, all of us, we will grow, we will mature, and we'll do great works for God. Hub number 5.